Vallamkali, the boat race, is one of the oldest traditions of Kerala. It is a grand event held in the month of August and September across the state. A must see race is the annual Nehru boat race held in the tranquil waters of Punamadu Lake in Alapura on the second Saturday of the month of August. In this video, I'll tell about my experience attending the event and some tips if you plan to go there. The tickets for the events can be bought on the official page of the Nehru boat race, and as the instruction reads, there's no mobile ticket made available after the transaction is done. The physical tickets have to be collected on the date of the event at some boat jetty point and by contacting some phone numbers given there. As it happened on the day of the event, I found myself and many others who had booked the tickets online looking for the person who would give the physical ticket. He came around 9:45 am as opposed to 9 am and stood in a place where we could not spot him. I also observed that there is a slight pricing difference between the two ticketing platform, Ticket Genie and South Indian Bank. I prefer the South Indian Bank. Another disappointing thing was that we had to be there at the starting point of the race by 11 am, and the boats which would take us from the boat jetty point came around 10:30 am. It was already late because the seats were first come first serve. Anyhow, I made it to the front row of the seats to get a good look of this race. This was the first session of the Nehru boat race. Observe, these are small boats. The longer boats also did a practice session. I could hear the sounds made by the team, loud and clear. And observe the seating in the background. That's the white color stacked seating. It is called the Rose Corner. It was priced at 1,000 rupees, and where I was sitting was tourist silver costing 2,500 rupees. At this time, I felt like the Rose Corner was a better deal. But as the day progressed, the crowd started picking up because the afternoon session starting at 2:30 p.m. was when the main races, the long boat races, were starting. The 19 teams which were participating lined up in front of the tourist gold and the tourist silver section, kind of did some drills, saluted, and waved off, kind of hinting that they are ready to go. Then came the unexpected downpour. On the previous night in Alapi, the weather was super hot. On the day of the event, 6:30 am to 7 am, I observed there was a heavy rain. But later the sun was shining and the event started. But with the rain, I thought the event would be cancelled. Looked like the people, the crowd, and even the rowers enjoyed the race more with the rain. But I learned that as much as a sunscreen, a sunglass, a summer jacket is needed, it is good to have a raincoat, an umbrella, and a cover for your bag. Else, you would be super drenched and shivering, just like me on that day. Anyway, the event was super fun. There was women's team as well. They were not well prepared, but they were good enough. And look, the supporters of all the boat clubs were already in the water, enjoying and cheering for their team like this. One of the heats of the competition was this one. This was super competitive and thrilling. You see why. One of the other teams won maybe marginally by seconds. At this point, you can see the entire section of the lake is heavily crowded. The other place you can see the race from is the balcony of the Hotel Ramada, which is priced at 4,000 rupees, and it has to be booked 3 months before, it seems. You can check online. That's the Hotel Ramada. And the houseboats can also be used, but they are charged on hourly basis. I'm not sure on this. You will have to check with the locals. Please note there are refreshments and restroom facilities on the tourist gold and the tourist silver section, but you will have to wait through the crowd. All in all, I had a great time watching Nehru boat race at Alapi. I would recommend it to anyone who loves a community sports event.